Hello my little worms, I'm Day and welcome back to Halfling Versus, the show where we put our most terrifying and vicious adversaries against one small-heady boy named Jeremy. And today we are fighting the Dark Peasant, the second most expensive unit in the game and the penultimate Halfling Versus unit. Although I am planning to do a few more episodes after that where I go back to some of the very original units and redo their videos because I wasn't really happy with the way they turned out. And I kind of want to do a special with like Night where I have Night make a unit and then I fight it in that video. But aside from that, of the actual units in the game, this is the second last one we have to beat. My god. And as an example of what this unit does, Jeremy's been grabbed. Jeremy's now going up. Jeremy's still going up. Goodbye, Jeremy! Goodbye! Goodbye, Jeremy! And Jeremy's coming back down. Whoopoo! I think Jeremy has turned into debris. Yeah, I do not see Jeremy anywhere in here. I don't see Jeremy up in the air either, so yeah, I think Jeremy is just dust now. So yeah, that's what this unit does. And now for a rapid rundown of all of our strategies. The Dark Peasant is immune to the effects of the Dynasty Map Water. For some reason, immune to falling off the edge at tree strat. Look, I'm pushing forward right now. This is me pushing forward. Just does not fall off. And walks along the edge beside Lighthouse strat without actually falling in the water. So, not great. Which of course leaves us with only one strategy that will actually work on the Dark Peasant. It's our good old friend, Barrel Strat. This is a special version of Jeremy that I call Jeremy the Holding. It's a Jeremy with no movement speed and the ability order stay, which means this Jeremy should not move. The only problem is it doesn't actually work. Because the whole premise is I wanted a Jeremy that would just stand here so that we could, have like a camera flying around during this so we could actually be a bit more interesting than just staring at this. But it doesn't work. I will now show you it not actually working, because for some reason, even with the absolutely no movement speed, this Jeremy will still slowly fall off this barrel. He will not just stay there. It's very annoying, because all I wanted is to just stand there. Like, if you push no keys, Jeremy would stay there. But no, he has to fall off straight into the water. So it means I can't just do a free floating around camera. I have to actually stand there as Jeremy, and that's a little sad. But fine. Alright, Jeremy the Holding swapped out for a normal Jeremy. I think it's time for this battle to commence. Alright, so we've literally just got to stand here and wait for it to slowly drown. It's got a lot of health. Like, I think this unit might actually have like 1 million health, which is quite a lot. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know why Jeremy the Holding just can't stay on here. Why is Jeremy walking not the direction I was pushing? That was a little scary. But yeah, for some reason just can't actually stand on here. It's kind of annoying. Alright, there we go. It works. It does take them a little while to drown. The bigger problem is actually the really, really slow movement speed. So they don't reach the water for so long. And then they take a little while to drown. So yeah, you've got to stand on there for quite some time. But I'm so sad that Jeremy the Holding doesn't actually work on this barrel. Damn. Victory! And as a quick bonus, I just want to point out, even the amazing Jeremiah stands no chance of beating this Dark Peasant. And the major problem there is that the Dark Peasant can block bullets, and of course, as I said, has 1 million health, which is way more than what Jeremiah can actually do, so yeah, that doesn't work out well. Sorry, Jeremiah. Now just imagine how impossible these endgame units would be if we had never found Barrel Strat. Whew, I don't even want to think about that. I'm very glad we found that. I think that was on Halfling vs. Reaper was the first time we actually used that because it was just impossible to beat Reaper because it was a floating unit and if you got anywhere near it, then it would just immediately defeat you. So yeah, I think it was Reaper. It could have been someone else, but I think it was Reaper is the one that actually calls that. But anyway, if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, and why not subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and ring that notification bell. It does something, and I still don't know what. And follow me on Twitter for updates and see my thumbnails on a larger size, as well as announcement of streams, whenever those happen. Although I'll probably be announcing that on my community tab on YouTube from now on. But I'll be seeing you guys in the final battle against the final unit. The Super Peasant. Because the very first episode of Halfling Versus, of course, started with the peasant, and then the very last two in the actual series of the main units ends with 2 peasants. It's like a full circle. Starting with peasants, ends with peasants. Oh my god, it's almost like poetry or something. Apparently some of the Jeremy variants actually survived that initial burst. Specifically 2, Jeremy the Reaper and Jeremy with Sword. I think Jeremy with Sword is not gonna go great now. Wait, that was sent over here. Yes, Jeremy the Holding was still actually alive over there. Alright, so that's what that was about. It seems like Reaper Jeremy's also down now, so... Well, that's a bit of a shame. Anyway, goodbye everybody, and roll the outro.
I gave that bastard what he deserved. A funeral. Fit for a